For many fans of the Alien franchise, the Deacon represents one of the most terrifying creatures ever conceived. Born from the twisted legacy of biogenetic experimentation, the Deacon's creation was no accident, but the result of a series of catastrophic events set into motion by the mysterious engineers. Though its time on screen was brief, this proto-Xenomorph left an indelible mark on the lore, raising profound questions about the nature of life, evolution, and the dark ambitions of those who dare to play God. In this deep dive, we'll unravel the enigma of the Deacon, its origins, its terrifying potential, and its connection to the broader mysteries of the alien universe. So buckle up, subscribe, and prepare to enter a world of ancient beings, deadly experiments, and untapped horrors lurking in the shadows of space. The Deacon was not merely born. It was forged through a chaotic chain of biological horrors, a testament to the volatile power of the Black Goo. Its creation begins with the introduction of the Black Goo, a strange, potent bioweapon created by the engineers. This dark substance, often referred to as a mutagen, has the capability to corrupt and alter any organic life it touches, breaking down and reshaping DNA to create something new, often monstrous. What makes the Black Goo so terrifying is its unpredictability. Depending on the host, the results can vary dramatically, giving birth to a wide range of deadly creatures. In the case of the Deacon, its genesis began when the Black Goo infected a human host, Charlie Holloway. From there, a series of biological events unfolded. Holloway impregnated Dr. Elizabeth Shaw, who unknowingly carried a fast-growing alien organism within her. This creature, later dubbed the trilobite, was a nightmarish hybrid resembling a giant facehugger. After being surgically removed from Shaw's body, the trilobite continued to grow at an accelerated rate until it attacked an engineer, forcefully implanting itself inside his body. What followed was a gruesome and iconic birth sequence, as the engineer's chest burst open to reveal the Deacon, a protoform xenomorph unlike anything seen before. This twisted cycle of infection and mutation highlights the inherent danger of the Black Goo, a weapon designed to reshape life itself, but one that spirals out of control in the hands of those who seek to manipulate it. The Deacon is not just a product of evolution, it is the result of countless layers of experimentation and chaos, a creature that should not exist but does. The Deacon, also known by the name Aethon due to its unique head shape, is not merely a creature but a stage in the life cycle of the proto-Xenomorph species. The Deacon's existence was first witnessed following the destruction of the USCSS Prometheus on the moon LV-223 in 2093, where a series of chaotic biological events set in motion the birth of this terrifying entity. But the Deacon's story does not end there. In 2185, another instance of the Deacon was encountered on the Weyland-Yutani Corporation mining station Erebos. There, the creature emerged as part of a living proto-hive, raising questions about its continued evolution. Reports suggest that the Deacon is not the final form in its lineage, with some scientists proposing the possibility of an even more advanced form, dubbed the Archdeacon. This hints at a deeper, more terrifying evolution, suggesting that the Deacon is merely the beginning of something far worse. What makes the Deacon stand apart from other creatures in the alien universe is its distinct design, a haunting blend of familiarity and alienness. While it shares similarities with the classic xenomorphs, such as its elongated skull and sleek, biomechanical appearance, the Deacon also exhibits traits that make it truly unique. Its smooth, bluish-black skin glistens in a way that evokes both a living organism and something far more otherworldly. Its head, though reminiscent of a xenomorph, tapers to a sharp point, giving it a more primal, aggressive look. One of the most unsettling features of the Deacon is its toothless, gum-lined mouth. Unlike the ferocious fangs of the xenomorph, the Deacon's maw is almost more horrifying in its vacancy, as if it represents an earlier stage of evolutionary development. This design was intentional. Ridley Scott and the film's concept artists wanted to create a creature that symbolized the transition from the engineers' creations to the fully formed xenomorphs seen in later films. But make no mistake, the Deacon's lack of teeth does not make it any less dangerous. It is incredibly fast, its movements fluid and precise. This speed, combined with its unrelenting aggression, makes it a lethal predator capable of hunting with ruthless efficiency. Unlike most xenomorphs, the Deacon lacks a tail, a characteristic often associated with the xenomorph's method of hunting and balance. Its head, however, compensates for this, as the Deacon uses the sharp back end of its elongated skull to tear through its host body. The Deacon's birth is particularly gruesome because, due to its size, the host is already dead before it emerges, their organs shredded beyond repair during its development. This marks a significant departure from typical xenomorph births, where the host may still be alive for some time after the chestburster emerges. Though we only see the Deacon in action briefly in Prometheus, it quickly becomes clear that it possesses the same deadly traits as the xenomorphs, perhaps even more so, given its raw, embryonic nature. The engineers, who are responsible for the creation of the Deacon, remain one of the most fascinating and ambiguous elements of the alien universe. Depicted as towering, godlike figures, the engineers are an ancient race whose mastery over biotechnology allowed them to create and destroy life on an unimaginable scale. In Prometheus, it suggested that the engineers were not just responsible for creating the Black Goo, but possibly for seeding life across various planets, including Earth. However, their motives remain a subject of much debate. Were the engineers benevolent creators who turned dark, or were they always driven by a sinister agenda? One theory posits that they viewed themselves as gods, capable of controlling the fate of entire species through their genetic experiments. The Deacon, then, could be seen as a byproduct of their ultimate ambition, to create the perfect organism, one that would serve their mysterious ends, whether as a weapon or as a new form of life entirely. The birth of the Deacon is a chilling reminder of the engineers' hubris. It was the result of their own bioweapon turning against them, a cruel irony that reflects the dangers of tampering with forces beyond their control. The Deacon is not just a monster, it's a symbol of the engineers' downfall, a twisted reflection of their failed godhood. While the Deacon's birth in Prometheus is a pivotal moment, its fate remains an open question. What happened to the creature after it emerged from the engineer's body? One popular theory suggests that the engineers or another advanced species may have discovered the Deacon and used it as the basis for further experiments. This could mean that the Deacon became the genetic blueprint for new, even more dangerous organisms, creatures that could appear in future films or expanded lore. Perhaps the Deacon was merely the first step in a long line of bioengineered horrors, waiting to be unleashed upon the galaxy. Another possibility is that the Deacon survived in the harsh environment of LV-223, evolving over time to become an even deadlier predator. This could lead to a new, more terrifying form of the Deacon, one that could rival even the xenomorphs in its lethality. Could this creature be lurking in the depths of space, waiting for its next victim? Alternatively, some speculate that the Deacon became the subject of David's experiments in Alien, Covenant. As we know, David has been manipulating the Black Goo to create new forms of life. Could the Deacon have played a role in his twisted experiments? If so, it may have been the foundation for the eventual creation of the xenomorphs we see in later films. There is one final, intriguing theory, that the Deacon's existence became the stuff of legend. Perhaps future civilizations or alien races stumbled upon the remnants of the Deacon and mistook it for a god or demon. Over time, stories of this ancient, deadly creature may have spread, giving rise to myths and cults that worship the Deacon as a divine being. These myths could lead to new conflicts, as different factions seek to control the Deacon's legacy, sparking battles over its remains or the secrets it holds. Could the Deacon become a key figure in future alien stories, not just as a creature but as a symbol of the power and danger of biogenetic manipulation? The Deacon is more than just a creature. It's a representation of the dangers that lurk in the unexplored depths of the alien universe. Born from a confluence of events involving the engineers and the Black Goo, it stands as a dark reflection of the deadly potential of biogenetic experimentation. Its brief but impactful appearance in Prometheus left us with more questions than answers, but it has undoubtedly earned its place in the pantheon of alien creatures. What do you think? Could the Deacon be the key to unlocking the next phase of evolution in the alien universe? Or is it a doomed experiment, a relic of a bygone age? Share your thoughts below and stay tuned for more deep dives into the darkest corners of the Alien franchise.